maker right there.
Yeah.
With the 211, my nigga. Oh Jesus! We used to go
You
to
tried
Copper
to.
Penny. We used to go to Copper Penny every fucking Friday
Oh.
night. Yeah, we didn't have no moments, but
You can have alcohol poisoning by 10 p.m.
Man,
no, we did it every weekend.
The last time I got truly shit faced was the night I drank that fifth of fucking Everclear by myself.
That nigga was drinking Everclear by himself.
Damn.
One night, me and my partners, we drank.
Oh god! Speaking of people drinking Everclear straight, saw a video on Facebook the other day of some kid trying to do. Oh, I'm gonna take a shot of Everclear straight with no reaction. The minute it touched his fucking tongue,
yeah,
like yeah, son, that's an acquired habit.
That's the kind of shit that burns every direction down, going
that,
in.
That is an
coming
acquired
back out.
talent, showing no emotion when you drink Everclear.
Anybody who can drink Everclear and not show no emotion, something's wrong with that dude.
I mean,
I like those videos where it shows those motherfuckers just power chug like a whole fifth of Jack Daniels or whatever, and then it shows them like 20 minutes later they're like in the fucking shower with their clothes on, trying to fucking wake them up and shit.
Mm-hmm. Or I'm about to do that drink the fucking bottle of the fifth Hennessy to the neck. He got to the last little bit, and as he was finishing that shit up, that nigga was going to the ground.
Oh no! When you see the moonshiners do that shit, they just chug their own jar.
Yeah,
be lit. They're already lit when they doing it.
They drunk while they making the booze.
Oh yeah,
I be wanting to try that moonshine shit.
That's how you make good moonshine when you're already drunk and you're doing it.
I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting to try that moonshine shit, but I'm scared because I hear all the tales. Moonshine make you blind and shit. I'm good. I like
moonshine is not that bad.
It's not. I got a buddy at the waterfront that makes it and sells it for like $10 a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, flavored. He sells like watermelon moonshine, peppermint moonshine, jalapeno moonshine.
Oh wait,
all different flavors. Yeah. All it is overproof. All it is overproof alcohol.
Yeah. It's basically moonshine is Everclear's little custom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's homemade drink. It's bathtub brew. You know, you can make it as strong or as, you know what I'm saying, not strong as you want. But I guess in order for it to be considered moonshine, it's got to be over 120 proof, which is what, 60% alcohol, I guess.
Gotcha. All right. First drink time. I'll go first. My first drink was with my mother and my father. I was like 8, and something like crazy happened outside, so I was all panicky and shit. And first, my dad said, "Here, take a little snoot of this, kid." And he gives me his glass, and it's got my dad drinks straight anything and ice, dark liquor. So with Jack Daniels, cognacs, whiskeys, cognacs, brandies, bourbons, all straight with ice. And that day he was drinking Cavassier. 3 fingers, 2 ice cubes. And he said, "Take a sip of that, boy." I took a sip, and I was like, "Oh my God, your drink tastes like feet." And I gave it back to him. And I remember at 8, I remember feeling that shit at 8. I was doing woozy and shit at 8. Then my mom, she drank dark liquors and Pepsi in this big ass tall green cup she had, and it'd be basically half and half. Here, boy, drink some of this. I drank some. It was really good, so I drank some more. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." And I took another drink, and she snatched it out of my hand. And she goes, "Oh, he gonna be good now." I didn't know what they was talking about, and I wish that the power of the internet was there then, because I would love to see little 8-year-old Jay running around here drunk as fuck, because I was hammered, man. I remember trying to walk down the hallway, didn't quite make it. I'm holding on to the side of the wall, and my door is like a foot away, and I just slid down the wall and laid on the floor. My dad came in when they got done partying. They came and got me and He can't pick me and put me in the bed. Lord knows what time it was. And it was a school night. I had to go to school the next day off that shit. You know? That was my first official drink. So, what was the first time you ever had it? Like your first time, tasting liquor.
5-11.
Yeah, he was dead there adult.
Yeah, I didn't drink nothing when I was I didn't do anything. I was a bad kid.
Okay.
When I got the drink, the first drink I tried was 2-11. It was pretty tasty. First time around. Then, caught up to me. Now I can't drink no more. I'm so used to drinking fucking 211 or 102 proof, 102 Seagram's gin. Seagram's vodka. That was good.
Seagram's vodka is different than Seagram's.
What?
Yeah, Seagram's vodka.
What'd you say, Chris? What?
You know what I'm saying? Seagram's vodka. We used to drink. It was 108 proof Seagram's vodka. 108 proof vodka. You know what I'm saying? It came in different flavors: grape, pineapple, strawberry. Yeah, it came in all kinds of different flavors. It was very good. You know what I'm saying? After doing all that drinking, yeah, I can't drink no more. I mean, you see me. I buy a 40. That motherfucker lasts 3-4 fucking months before I take a sip of that bitch.
It's good, and cold, and old. Hey, Flower, what was the first drink you ever had? The first time you tasted liquor?
Yeah, I'm trying to sit here and think. I don't really recall. Like, I imagine it was really young, probably at the fair or something somewhere. I don't really know. I really can't recall back to like my first tasting of liquor or alcohol, like at all. Like at all.
You should call an audible on this.
I can tell you one of the youngest or first times that I remember being like fucked off.
That's what I was gonna say. It should be, when's the first time you remember getting fucked up?
Yeah, because like I really don't remember being young and any of that, but I do remember there was one time in school. It was like our freshman year, and I had already drank, or I had already been drinking because I knew what alcohol was. So it was a party. We had a party up here, and everybody was kind of just like you know how it was at like parties, like in like that grade. So anyway, this particular party, I was already kind of fucked off. It was like whiskey or whatever, and I just remember needing a cold soda. Like I wanted a cold soda, and it was like a joke, and everybody kept handing me a cold soda, but the cold soda had already been cracked with liquor, right? So I just kept getting drunker and drunker. Like I just need a cold soda, so I kept drinking. But it was one of those things where you kind of teach yourself how to drink, like you teach yourself how to beat liquor. So, but that was the first time I think I ever got like sick or like threw up or like was dizzy and was like, fuck that. Like, so yeah.
All right. Well, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I remember vaguely drinking or having a sip here or there when I was younger, but I can't recall like where or why or who.
Okay. Chris, what about you? How about you? When was the first time you tasted the drink?
Devil's liquor.
The devil's drink.
I mean, shit. I mean, kind of like what Flower was saying. I kind of been tasting it here and there, just growing. Like everybody, just kind of you taste it here and there growing up. There's never really one specific situation. I remember the adults laughing at me, but I remember the first time I got fucking fucked up. And that was 10th grade, end of the school year, 10th grade. I remember I snuck in my pop's liquor cabinet and brought a sports bottle to drink because we all said we was gonna get faded.
Yeah.
So
bottle for sure.
but everybody had to bring a little drink and put it in there. So we had this big ass concoction of fuck shit, fuck all who knows what. I started off with like vodka, orange juice, and martini and Rossi Asti Spumante.
Oh shit!
Rossi Asti Spumante.
fancy.
Someone
That.
fucking champagne mixer shit. Someone poured a Cisco in there. Someone else poured some Mad Dog 2020 in there. I think
Oh,
someone else poured a
shit.
little bit of fucking gin in there.
Oh,
Some
no, not
some
that.
8-ball.
What
But
about
we
the
was all
Boone's Farm? The Boone's Farm was cracking back then.
that was for the girls. That was for the ladies. Bones for the ladies and Mad Dog for the boys.
Bottle of Boone's and a bottle of Mad Dog. Boy, that party be turned.
Shout out some motherfucking Boone's Farm, boy.
Boone's Farm will get the chicks just right. If you gave them the Mad Dog, they'd be fucking pass out drunk and throwing up and shit. And then you know what I'm saying? There's no chance to holler or spit any type of game. So, but anyways, we passing around this fucking sports bottle around high school, like you know what I'm saying? It's a minimum day and shit like that. So by the time fucking we get out of school, everyone's fucking hammered drunk, but they're sick drunk. You know what I'm saying? Niggas throwing up at the bus stop, other people trying to fight people. It was havoc. I wound up going home and my grandma, she knocked on the door and I was in the shower, but I was laying in the bathtub with the shower going with my clothes on. And I remember having hella spins.
I used to hate getting spins. That's the worst shit.
That was the start of many episodes.
You know? That's one of the reasons why you know, when you learn how to drink, you know what I'm saying, or you learn it's not even that you learn how to drink, you learn what your body can do. And that's what you know, learning that I get fucked up and into shit drinking tequilas. Always do.
Yeah, that's Tanqueray to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I was 16 years old, and all the Marines used to come down here on their days off, and they would party, and they would rent hotels, and they would buy liquor. And so me and one of my friends, we created this little company, like a little business, and we would go get all the liquor at a discounted price, and we would just refill it. And we would like serve them the liquor, right? We'd be like the bartenders. And so I used to make this thing called a Flowers Bloom. And boy, it used to fuck them motherfuckers up. It had everything like triple sec. It had some kind of tequila, vodka. Like it was just a mixture of everything. But it was really good. Like, I don't know. I used like a local juice, fruit juice, pineapple. Yum, a Flowers Bloom. So yeah, that's we used to get all the Marines all the way fucked up, and then they would just give us all their money. And they would get back to base, and they'd be fucked up, and like, be like, "I'll drive your car back up there." Like, yeah, those are the days. Like 16, 17 years old, shit. You couldn't tell Flower nothing. Flower was a bad bitch before a bad bitch got the definition of what these bad bitches ain't what they are now. Because bad bitches back in the day used to be real bad bitches. Now these bitches is just whores.
You don't say. So Captain James, how about what was your first time dealing with the devil's liquor?
The devil's liquor. Why it gotta be the devil's liquor?
I don't know.
Because it's the Lord's
water
lettuce.
to wine?
Yeah,
Did
it's the Lord's
Jesus
lettuce.
turn water to wine? Come on.
It was Kool-Aid, and he just added water to it. Kool-Aid.
I ain't nothing but some fermented grapes.
Now,
Left out in the
much
fucking
like
sun
Chris
all
has
day.
said, you know, been sampling, you know, since I was able to walk and shit.
Yeah.
But I do remember the first time I actually tried alcohol from one of my parents, and the first time I got truly shit faced. First time ever having alcohol, I was 6 years old.
Okay.
We're living out in Mississippi, out in the boonies and shit. My dad has a bunch of his friends from the power plant hanging out in the den watching movies. I wander out there, walk right up to my dad. What you drinking? He looks at it, it's a beer, doesn't say shit, just hands it to him. He looking up at his friends like, yeah, watch this. He's about to spit that out. So I go, take a drink. take a longer drink. Take a longer drink. He's ripping the can out of my hand by that point.
Right.
Slow down, kid.
Like fuck, are you handing me something tasty? I'm not drinking that shit.
Right. You immediately got the taste immediately.
Like this was not your smartest move, pops. But it was only because it was Budweiser. I didn't know any better.
Yeah, he was. He was
6-year-old Budweiser. Of course, he's gonna drink it.
Yeah.
But getting older, my taste in beer and alcohol overall became more refined. Obviously, well,
Right.
except for certain instances. We don't talk about this. The first time I actually really got shit faced was at one of my Aunt Sue's luau's. This was like, I want to say this is a few months before I hit 21, so technically I was drinking illegally, but it's fine. I forget what the fuck I had, but it took both my Aunt Sue and my mama to help carry my ass back to her Mustang. Now, at 20 years old, I was not a small individual. 5'11", bordering 275. I was not light by any means.
Fat ass country white. Oh, my bad. You can hear me.
You said the inside part out loud there, buddy.
My bad. I didn't hear me. Carry on.
Carry on.
Uh-huh.
You may continue now. Holy shit. One of my best times being drunk, I was at a family function. And I remember my mom, she's sitting in the kitchen, just enjoying being with the family and everything. And she looked over at me and she said, Jermaine, come here. So I go over and I say, yeah, Mom, are you drunk? And I go, yep. She was like, you gonna be okay to drive? Nope. I mean, I'll get us home, Mama, but I'm not gonna be okay to drive at all. She was like, well, maybe you should slow down. I said, I did slow down. These drinks are strong. Your sister, I said, your daughter makes a very strong drink, and she keeps giving them to me. So my sister said, I don't. She was my sister because my sister, she got turned on the Incredible Hulks. So if she's turned on the Incredible Hulks, that means everybody else is too. So she came in the house.
My cousin Tamika, she used to like them Incredible Hulks.
My sister came in the house with 2 bottles of Hypnotic and 2 bottles of Hennessy.
Until I went to a fucking club and I was like, damn, see if they got this shit. I said, what do y'all call the Hypnotic and Hennessy? They were like, oh, that's Incredible Hulk. I'm like, oh, I've been mixing that shit.
Yeah.
Before I even knew that shit, I've been mixing these motherfuckers like, wait.
I told my sister, I said, you and these strong drinks. She goes, brother, it's an Incredible Hulk, and they're strong and they're good. Here, have another. And she gave me another one, and I was like, you drunk too? She was like, yep. I said, awesome. And yeah, so that's like one of the few times I actually been drunk with my sister.
I passed out at Moose McGillicuddy's one time. They was remember on Wednesday nights they used to have motherfucking Long Island iced teas for like
Lord,
$2 or some shit.
Dude, I remember when it was $1 mixed drinks.
Yeah,
50 cent shots.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I go back to.
That's when they. That's
No,
I think.
no. I've got an experience for y'all.
Hold on, nigga, I'm not done. So when I was
motherfucking shit.
I hadn't said a story yet. And so when you know they had like mixed drinks and shit was like $2 or some shit. And so when I went there, I had like 24 fucking Long Island iced teas, nigga. Oh, I had a lot. And I remember being on the dance floor and I was dancing, and I eventually passed out, woke up at some bitch crib. Yeah, she was trying to molest me or some shit, nigga. I went on there and I took the pussy, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let her take it from me. I took it from her.
Right.
And
Hold
so,
on. Give me-
then when I was done, I was like, "What the fuck's my car?" And I had actually got dropped off by the homie and shit. That nigga had took my whip and everything. I was like, "Nigga, if you don't bring my motherfucking car back, nigga, fuck you doing leaving me?"
What the fuck is you doing, buddy? Man, I had some amazing nights in Moose.
Oh, Moose McGillicuddy, shit! I used to go that bitch
Man.
every Wednesday and every Sunday.
I'll be honest. That's a place that if it was still open right now, I could legitimately say I'm too old to go there.
No, I would still be going.
I would probably still go, but I'd be too old to be there because nigga, Moose, you gonna party at Moose, you party at Moose McGillicuddy's.
I'm saying you was never too old to go in that bitch. I'm pretty sure it was all kinds of motherfuckers.
No, I mean, I meant physically.
Oh my god, it's fucking true. It's fucking true.
I meant physically. Like I'll go in that bitch, but I couldn't go in there in the same energy I had when I was 20 something. No, Lord, no. Nigga, I'm talking about. We're talking dollar mixed drinks, and the bar, and if you take care of the bartender, he ain't watering your shit down. He's making your shit right. So you get like a $5, $10 drink for $1, and then 50-cent shots. So we go to the bar and start the night off with $20 worth of fucking shots and $20 worth of drinks.
Ew.
That's how we start the night.
Bruh.
I used to go to bars where you just start off by giving the bartender $20 right off the bat before you even make your order, and you drink it free all night. And you just wait until the bar closes so that you can really party after hours.
I know them ones too. I know them spots too. James, was
I
you
have
gonna
yet
tell
to
your
find
story?
an establishment that operates in that manner.
It happens anywhere, but I'll be honest with you, I feel like that's a Vegas move. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
you gotta kind of know your people too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta get a repertoire, you know.
Yeah, I know your crowd.
Yeah.
Be a regular.
If y'all don't mind, let me tell this last little second time drunk story, and then I gotta get to this city council meeting real quick because I gotta go make an impact in the community. But the second time I ever realized I was like drunk, like, oh my god, like I'm fucked off. It was in Denver, and I was drinking a bottle of Bombay out of a straw. And that's just all there was to it. So yeah,
you're gnarly.
I'm surprised I'm alive. Yeah,
you're gnarly. You're gnarly for that.
That's gang shit.
I'm telling you, like,
gang shit
and
right
I was like, oh, I'm fucked up, but like, I'm fucked up. Like, stay the fuck away from me. Let me sit in the shower for the rest of the night. Stay the fuck away from me, drunk. So yeah.
Ooh.
That was gnarly.
Thank y'all for having me on. And I gotta get in here to the city council meeting because I gotta go make a change in the world.
All right. Do you the change we want to see?
I'm trying.
Well, good luck with that. All right, y'all.
Gin with a straw. Holy shit, that's gnarly.
The Bombay on top of that
straw.
That's gnarly.
What?
That's heavy right there. That's heavy drinking. You got
just
just
sipping the fucking gin through a curly straw.
You know, I just don't understand. She was like, I don't remember my childhood of drinking, but then all of a sudden she started having all these motherfucking stories now. I was like, wait a minute.
Because she was drinking gin with a straw.
Oh, yeah. She's up there fucking savage. That's what.
Drinking gin with a boba straw.
Fucking
little boba straw. Oh, jeez.
Fat straw, bro.
Ooh. Question for the three of y'all.
All right.
Have any of y'all ever had honey mead?
I've had type of mead before. I don't ask me what kind of mead. I didn't really enjoy it.
So I got a buddy that's about to he wants to start jumping in the he wants to start jumping in the lives like this. He's part of the group. His name is Ryan Biastati. He makes honey mead.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have loved this conversation.
So a buddy of mine from back in Oklahoma had brought a cask of his personal honey mead to con one year. This shit, oh my, it was black. Honey mead is supposed to be a rose, a semi-clear rose color at best. This shit was black as fucking oil.
Oh.
This was his personal cask. Not the shit he makes to sell. He handed me one cup. One small cup. Like, small cup. By the time I hit sip 3, I was having trouble standing.
Oh yeah.
I drank almost a gallon of this shit.
I was gonna say, young me would be like, "Fuck you, give me some more of that shit." I've been trying to.
Oh yeah, I wanted more.
You know what I want to try? My dream spirit to try. Does anybody have a dream alcohol that they want to try?
I mean, right now, what's
the most exotic?
What's the one
spirit?
shit that's in the blue and white bottle that's tall and skinny? Is that Casamigos?
That's Casa Azul. It's in like it's like in the ceramic bottle.
Yeah, and the top is a bell. It's supposed to be a bell.
Like brand name liquors and shit like that.
Well, I guess Jay's talking about a tequila called Casa Azul.
Yeah, I want, because like certain shit I see, like I know I shouldn't be drinking tequilas, but something that's like that crazy, I wouldn't mind trying. You know what I'm saying? I want to try something that I can't readily pour. I can't just go to.
What about some King Louis? That's more expensive than the Casa Azul. And you said you're a cognac guy.
I've had King Louis, of course. I've had King Louis. Yeah, on several different occasions. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit tastes like candy, literal candy to me. I'm not even gonna lie.
How about you, Doe?
You ain't wrong. Me personally, there's one alcohol that I would love to get my hands on again, but I know I'll never get my hands on it again because it no longer exists. This was a concoction of a mixologist friend of mine. Her name is Dragon Mama. She called this stuff Day 3, aka Poor Life Choices.
Okay.
When she made this shit, it was again black, but it was more water consistency. Not like mead, which is somewhat viscous, just a little bit. But no, Poor Life Choices. It was black, but it had the taste of coffee, licorice, and
don't say black licorice. So yeah, black licorice.
It was coffee, licorice, and Jaeger.
Okay.
Were the most distinct flavors I could pick out.
Well, I want to say bitter, very bitter taste.
It was not bitter. It was not bitter at all.
I'm already predisposed to throw up on
aftertaste of
anything.
like a lemon head where it dries the tip.
Yeah, you
dries
give it up.
to your lips. But other than that, this shit was ungodly sweet.
Oh, okay.
Like it was borderline that sickening sweet.
Yeah, I'm predisposed to throwing up to anything that tastes like black licorice, Jägermeister, or Frangelica.
I remember fucking going to a bar and having Flamin' Dr. Peppers all night. Flamin', if you don't know what Flamin' Dr. Pepper is, it's basically a mug of beer. It's
beer and Jägermeister? It's something else?
It's a Jägermeister, Chambord, and then 151 on top, so they can light it on fire. And then they drop it into the beer, and you chug that shit back, and yes, it tastes like Dr. Pepper. The first time the bartender poured it and dropped it in my shit, my beard was just starting to get long like it is right now, and that shit fucking cut my beard on fire. Man, I had my beard, my mustache, cut my mustache on fire. I mean.
Oh no!
Yeah, like a little flame lit my shit. I was like, oh, and I could smell the hair burning. I was like, oh, damn, I said, this shit burned me, bro.
I had a buddy that happened to trying to drink a flaming drink, and motherfucker wound up. They blasted his ass with the fucking fire extinguisher.
Oh, those chemicals do not taste good.
Yeah, in the house too, man. The house was just smoked out. They was having a good old time. They was drinking flaming shots, and he spilled a bunch of it down his shirt and lit his shirt on fire.
Oh no!
Shit. Yeah. See,
and then the shot was hella strong, so he started coughing on that shit and blasting flames. And them boys just hit his ass with the fucking fire extinguisher. That shit was funny.
Flaming shots are dangerous, but when you see that, it's because the person didn't blow the fire out before it got to their face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to blow that, like when you pick it up. Like if you're gonna pick it up, you blowing that bitch out too.
Well, certain alcohols they burn clear too. So
yeah,
there's also that.
So you gotta make sure that motherfucker's out.
Once you get to a certain level of proof and ethanol, that shit burns clear. So if you put too much 151 in that shit, sharp.
It may bring, don't wait for it to burn off. Blow that shit out, put your hand over it, then take the shot.
Hey, so does Doughboy have a favorite drink? Let me guess, 211 Black Label?
211 VSOP out this bitch.
211 VSOP.
I was just about to say that, goddammit.
Do you have one, like a really expensive one that you just out of reach? One day you gonna try it?
Well, I've always wanted to try that Hennessy, that $250 pint shit that they had at the liquor store.
The Hennessy White?
Yeah.
Girls were just talking about that.
You should have said something, man. I'd have brought you back a bottle and sent it off to y'all, man.
Well,
that's what them cruises is for, just so you know.
Yeah.
Bringing back contraband.
That's what we brought back to. Try to put the weed back there. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Don't worry about the weed.
As
The
soon
weed
as I
was
seen
garbage out there.
as soon as I seen the dogs on somebody's luggage out there, I threw my shit on the water. I ain't even gonna lie. My ex-wife said, "Honey, look." I said, "Oh shit!" Threw that shit right over the fucking pier.
They got weed out there, so you ain't got to bring it.
I don't need this kind of problems.
I'm bringing shrooms next time.
That sounds like an amazing time.
Shrooms are a fun time.
Shrooms are. It's like the weed heads motherfucking high.
Yeah.
Because after you smoke a certain amount, you don't get fucking stoned and baked like it shows you on the Cheech and Chong movies and all that shit. You know, you want to get lit, man. You're gonna do some fucking shrooms.
For God's sake, if you're gonna do psychedelics like that, make sure you're in a good headspace and good environment, please. I'm trying to save everybody else a bad trip. You don't want that. Good headspace, good location, good friends around, then partake.
Happy about that.
Well, that's why you do shrooms and not acid.
No. It's honestly it's any psychedelic. LSD, acid, shrooms, what have you, peyote, mescaline. If you're in a positive headspace, your trip will be a good one. If you're in a bad mood, depressed, unhappy for any fucking reason, you're not going to enjoy yourself at all.
Well,
it's going to be a horrifying experience.
We know out here they treat bipolar depression with shrooms and ayahuasca. No, it's fucking legal out here.
I'm down.
You gonna come to California, my friend? It's legal. They got shroom dispensaries.
I'm gonna be in Cali eventually.
But you know, shrooms is probably the least potent, the least likely to give you a bad trip if you're in a bad headspace. Shrooms will probably turn that shit around. But I feel what you're saying. But back to the most exotic drink, since we haven't got to mine. And I want you guys to Google this shit. Mine is a drink that it's outlawed in the United States. You'll probably only be able to find pure forms of it in like Amsterdam and shit like that.
Oh, all right,
but it's called absinthe.
Yeah.
Whoa there, Chris. Are we talking traditional or modern absinthe?
Oh, traditional.
There you go.
Wormwood barrels.
The answer I wanted to hear.
Modern absinthe. You can buy modern absinthe in the United States. You can't buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to fucking Europe and get that shit, where it's made in the wormwood casks and shit like that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I definitely want to try that.
Not just made in wormwood casks, but distilled with wormwood in it.
Yes.
Oh, your first time trying absinthe is always a special instance.
Well, that's why I went with, you know what I'm saying, with the little, you know, talking about the psychedelics real quick before I segued into that's what I want. We're going on our next year's cruise is going to be to Greece.
Ooh. Uzo.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's going to leave from Greece, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to go through a lot of Europe, and it's going to be stupid lit. Get your passport, Jay. Anybody else that wants to come, because I found myself strangely outnumbered by the females.
I'll probably never get on no cruise. So,
all right. So I just looked it up. It says, what is absinthe and why is it illegal? It says, why is it illegal? It says the sale and manufacturing of absinthe is prohibited in the United States as it contains the compound thujone, thugone, thujone, a powerful psychedelic and carcinogen whose effects on the body have been likened to that of LSD, methamphetamine, and marijuana in addition to alcohol. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Jackson, you are done for the night. You know, probably don't even take much.
Heavens
One shot. One shot. One shot. You a one-man party.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my dream. That's my dream drink. I need that.
I'm gonna retract my answer and copy you because I forgot about that shit. Especially
Go for
now,
it.
especially now because then they can't really get it. You gotta go someplace special.
Yeah, you gotta go off the grid. You gotta go off grid, bro.
Gotta go order it. Well, they're looking at it on Amazon, like not Amazon, but like you can order it.
Nah, that ain't the real shit.
It's probably not. It's probably not. It's got like,
Very.
I mean, they got like a whole set to take it, you know what I'm saying, and pour it over like the.
You probably gotta get on the dark web and fucking buy that shit with some crypto. You know.
I can show y'all what I'm looking at.
But yeah, man, would definitely love to give absinthe a shot. Also, I see this dope ass video of these motherfuckers that moved to Thailand. Like Americans, have you seen any of those videos of motherfuckers moved to Thailand? And, you know, weed is legal out there. But anyways, Buddy was like, yeah, you know, I live out here in Thailand for like $500 a month. And that's including I got a maid and I get car service, got a fucking apartment and my groceries and utilities. And bro went to the fucking little store or whatever. He came back with like a fat ass ounce of weed. He was like, "Yeah, I just scored my stash of weed for the night." And then he was like, "Now I need to get some groceries." He went in this store, spent like $5. It came out with like $150 worth of groceries. It looked like
Technical difficulties.
that shit was wild. Where's Jay and Doe? The internet get cut off or something?
Yeah, I think they're having technical difficulties. There they go.
But yeah, if you Google some of these Thailand videos and look at the cost of living in Thailand, that shit is crazy.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do it again.
She can't get all that shit. So you gotta check out this one dude. He told me to look his shit up on YouTube. I tried to tell him I need to get it to YouTube. He's like, Mitch, look me up on YouTube. Now you looking on YouTube.
See it right there.
I don't even want to learn his music. His shit is called Mr. E-Brains.
What's that we looking at?
This is the absence sets.
Ah.
Yeah. You all see what I'm doing?
I could see it, but it's small. You got to tell me what you're doing.
Oh, so it didn't change.
Hey, do you use the program ChatGPT or these AI programs by any chance?
No, I don't.
You should check those out. You should it's actually really useful. They got free versions of them, but then they got this one people been using the Chinese version of it called DeepSeek, which works just like the paid version, but you don't know where your conversation is.
Yeah, I just found out about DeepSeek. It's like better than ChatGPT.
Yeah,
but that's
the one that crashed its stock prices. Because I was paying for ChatGPT and I stopped paying for it after I found out about DeepSeek and then some other ones that aren't so, you know what I'm saying, spyware shit. I don't know.
But yeah, this is the what I was talking about. It's got like the little knife shit. I don't know what the fuck that is, chocolate or something. Chocolate.
But now what I was saying is you'd be more likely to find your real authentic absinthe, you know what I'm saying, on the dark web. Having to pay for that shit with some Bitcoin.
Just go to fucking Europe.
Yeah, that too. But you still gonna have to deal with customs. I went to Puerto Rico, all my shit went through customs screening. So you got to put that shit in some type of other bottle.
Right.
No, if you're going to Europe to partake, you're not looking to bring the shit home. You're just looking to go, get fucked, spend the weekend, come home.
See the world.
Right. I mean, you're right, but I still would love to be able to bring something.
Yeah. You figure out the logistics on your second trip.
Right. There you go.
You don't do that shit on your first trip. You see how the fucking system works, and then you fucking try and work around the logistics. You know. Like, I went out there, I was drinking nothing but motherfucking Caribbean rum. That shit was hella good.
Shit. I go to a place like England, any place I go where I'm gonna be at for a long time. I'm looking for you know what I'm saying, for a good extended time. I'm looking for a connect first day I land. As soon as I land, somebody got it.
But that's how I felt until I went in. I just went into a smoke shop because they don't have Black and Milds out there. Because you know I smoke blacks, right? They got these things that are just like Black and Milds, but they're called Little and Wilds. Same labeling and everything, but they just call Little and Wilds instead of Black and Milds.
See, I can't survive on a cruise ship. I gotta smoke.
This wasn't on the cruise ship. We was in Puerto Rico for 2 days before we got on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the cruise ship stop every day. And then you can get off the island and niggas be throwing weed at you.
I wonder how that. I wonder. Did you smoke any? Because I bet you that shit probably garbage.
I did smoke, but I went without for so long that it wasn't garbage, but it wasn't good. It got the job done. But you know, weed is a stress reliever, right?
Yeah,
Would you agree with me on that?
definitely.
So when you on a vacation, you know what, and everything's fucking free, and it's people everywhere partying and having a good time, there really ain't no need to have no stress. So I really wasn't tripping on smoking the weed. I was tripping on smoking the weed when I got off the ship, and all these niggas is trying to hustle you all at once. I was like, holy shit, man, I gotta navigate this shit to a cool ass beach. I'm gonna need a joint after this. That's when you need your weed, is when the weed is actually available.
Right.
Because it's some crazy ass shit. Because you know you get off this ship, as soon as you get into town or whatever, they know you coming off the ship. They're trying to hustle taxi rides off you for the high. They trying to sell you weed. They trying to sell you weird ass food out their backpack and shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to set up shop on your beach blankets and shit and show you all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the stressful part.
Right.
But it's cool because you know what I'm saying. If you come from the mud like that, you know what I'm saying. You ain't tripping. You know how to say no, and you know they know how to fucking hear how you deliver it.
Yeah.
They know they ain't gonna make no money with you. They ain't gonna fuck with you.
So I feel it.
But Brody pressed me with the weed on the beach, and I was like, "Yeah, come back after I get settled," you know. And I'm saying, and he came back, you know, sure as daylight, sure as clockwork. He came back and he showed me what he had, and it was like, you remember how you used to pull the plastic off your cigarette thing?
Yeah.
Your cigarette plastic, and then put it in the motherfucking put the weed in there and then burn it.
Yep.
He showed me that old school shit, and then I was like, "How much you want for that?" He was like, "Oh, $20." He was like, "It's all natural. It's organic." I was like, he's like, "No chemicals." I was like, "Well, I mean, I like chemicals."
All the buzzwords.
You know what I'm saying? And
all the buzzwords.
I was like, "How much for a joint?" He was like, $10. I was like, "All right, I'll fuck with you." So I gave him, you know, I fucked with him. And it was cool. It wasn't great. Wasn't nothing to write home about, like I said, but it did the job. You know what I'm saying? Made me chill out, and then I got in the ocean. Hold on, my earpieces is fucking up.
Shit changed.
But yeah, but you really not you so in awe that you're not really stressing off getting high. Everyone's so motherfucking nice.
Everything else so dope. I get it. I still look at it. I know me.
You know, I utilize free because I get social anxiety because niggas do weird shit, you know, and motherfucking everybody do weird shit out here where we at, man. I went out there, man. I was at peace with everything out there. It was cool. Everybody smiles and fucking says what's up and gives you unsolicited advice that don't see that ain't no shady shit, you know, and I ain't had no problems. I felt bad for the way the country doing.
Probably bring edibles on there.
Yeah, definitely. You can do that. That's what I did on my cruise. We was bringing edibles. You know what I'm saying? I brought the THC, little 50 milligram THC pills and shit like that. I did that on my first one, but I just didn't feel like I needed them. It didn't really change the vibe for me because I also noticed I was drinking and I wasn't getting drunk. So I bring the weed out there and not even get high.
Right.
But there was some people out there because what makes it hard is there's only 2 smoking sections. One of them's indoors in the casino, and the other one's on the top deck of the ship. And that's where everybody that smokes goes there, and it just, you know, it ain't worth getting fucking getting, being a hot boy.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't try because I've been on both. I've been on a boat once before.
Especially if you spend a couple. Especially if you spend, a couple bands just to, experience it. You know what I'm saying? I can wait.
In my first
all
marriage,
the food is free.
Right. Yeah, all that dope shit. It's all included in shit. In my first marriage, we went on the Baja joint up and down the coast of Cali and Mexico and shit. And day before we left, I remember I bought like I bought a quarter and I rolled it all up. Stuff in the cigar packs, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Damn near resealed the pack up. I had like 2 packs. Stuck them in my little backpack. Get up in the morning, and the next day we were gonna finish our little outfit shopping, pack our shit, be ready the next day, right? So we get up early and sit on the balcony, smoking a blunt, and my ex-wife said, "Hey, I hope you weren't planning on bringing weed on this boat." And I said, "Well, yeah, I kind of was because I don't want to be, having an experience on this boat and not be high." And she goes, "Yeah, see, you trying to get felonies and go to prison and shit, right?" She goes, "I was just reading on the thing what you can't do on the boat, and you cannot bring. There is no smoking, she goes, you smoke, but ain't no weed, no this, that." I was like, "For real?" I said, "Damn, I just rolled 10 blunts for nothing."
You gotta smoke them bitches off the ship, man. It ain't worth it. They got a motherfucking jail on the ship. They got jail cells. They got jail cells and a morgue on the ships.
Yeah, just don't be all that shit. The jail, they'll lock you up. You'll be locked up for the rest of the ship.
But I, okay. I just wanted to test my mettle, and you know what I'm saying. It actually, you really don't have to be high. You know what I'm saying, to enjoy that shit because it's fucking dope.
Yeah, and then I go on a cruise because I'll never find a bitch worthy enough to go on a cruise with me.
But you know what you'll find is you will find a bitch on the cruise. Because I swear to God, these chicks were scaring me up out of my little, because I was going to my little smoking sections and shit, chilling and going to my little eateries and stuff, man. I swear to God, man, it was like 3 or 4 different groups of fucking man eaters up on there talking about, yeah, fuck husbands. We over here looking for niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was right up your alley, though. Right up your alley, though. And then you can get a job on the cruise. You can get a job on the cruise ship as a comedian and an employee and start doing the shows. Man.
Yeah, no, to be on a cruise, you gotta have clean comedy. I don't have no clean shit.
But you know what? You're a talented fucking writer and comedian. Don't act like you can't make clean shit. Don't fucking try and sell me some. Don't try and sell yourself short to me, bro.
No. I'm not saying I couldn't make any clean shit. I'm saying I'll never do it because I'm not gonna ever change my way of writing. I'm gonna always be a dirty fucking comedian. I don't even want to be clean.
You know what? Expand your game. Write dirty shit for niggas like Jay and start working on your clean shit and get up on one of these cruise ships, man, and find you a fucking rich ass fucking cougar wifey. Boom! Fucking ceiling breaking.
All the material I use can all be clean.
That's why I love you, dog.
All I gotta do is just take the cuss words out of them. But all my material is it can be clean also. All you gotta do.
See, so you already know what you need to do. So,
but I already know that I'm a flip.
No, you didn't hear the plan. Did you hear the plan?
Yeah, I heard the plan.
That's just.
But I know I know that I tried to be clean once upon a time when I first started comedy, and I was doing some clean material around Indiana and shit. I did a lot of clean comedy when I went on tour, when I did the college tours. But then I slipped one time, and I was like, man, this shit is fucking hard, bro. But I said I slipped, but they didn't dock me for it. They didn't dock my pay or no shit like that. They still let me finish. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm a slip.
Dock yourself, but you learn from it. You learn from it, and you need to just fucking keep that. Come on, I'm just trying to motivate you, but you need to keep that shit going, bro. because you got hella talent and motherfucker, just start working on that shit because you never know, man. You might impress somebody and wind up on a motherfucking Tyler Perry show in fucking 5 years. You know?
Yeah.
Work on your clean shit, both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mentor Jay and work on your mentor Jay and fucking, you know, like the steel sharpen steel shit. You know what I'm saying? You guys work on your motherfucking, you know, your weak spots together. You know?
Dirty looks when they see what I'm saying. I'm over here talking this shit. They gave me some dirty ass looks. Fuck you. I do smoke, bitch. You know that. Dirty ass niggas. Dirty ass. These bitch ass niggas across the way from us. They gave me dirty looks when I was over here smoking. And I don't even give a fuck if they can hear me or not.
Niggas be thinking because they musty and they got a little fucking 38 that they crazy.
I don't give a fuck where he's at. He got to get to it and use it. Yeah, I don't worry about none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But on the real, man, I want you guys to fucking get out and travel and fucking see the world, man, because you know what I'm saying? Until I start doing this shit, man, my biggest fucking favorite venture, you know, was Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I see some different shit now. It's hard for me to go to Las Vegas, man. I ain't been back there since mom's passed, man, and it's tough.
Well, you know, my mom died in this motherfucker, and I'm still hanging around.
Well, you know, maybe that's, you know, I mean, I'm sorry. I just know it's hard to be there and escape the memories. If you know what I'm saying, when you go there, I want to go see my dad hella bad, but as soon as I go there, I'm gonna be emotionally fucking half of what I need to be, you know. And sometimes you got to get away from where the trauma happened at, you know what I'm saying, to appreciate your potential and where you can go.
Oh no, I mean, you know, I get away. I go back to Gary and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I get away.
Nigga, you can't. Gary don't count, man. The same thing is like me saying, "Oh yeah, I come back to motherfucking Oakland." You got to go to somewhere where the trauma isn't at. You got to go see different places and appreciate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nigga, Gary changes up a lot. You know what I'm saying? They get burnt up, shoot up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of houses get fucked up. So it changes a lot.
Nigga, go camping, man. You know what I'm saying?
I go camping.
Become one with yourself, nigga. Take your shoes off and walk in some grass.
I walk the grass in Gary, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga. Gary
nigga, ain't no grass in Gary.
Yes, it is.
Snow and asphalt.
So we got beautiful ass grass.
You just said snow and asphalt.
We got beautiful ass grass.
Gary.
You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying, though? You get what I'm saying, though? Is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you go see the way other black people live in other countries, man, and you'll be inspired, man. I swear. I was nervous walking in fucking hoods in Puerto Rico, man. It's niggas everywhere, but they not niggas. They happy. They friendly. They're outgoing. You know. They say hello. They offer you some food. They give you good advice.
They just some friendly ass niggas. That's all. They niggas, but they just friendly ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? They be friendly with you before niggas in the U.S. be friendly with you. But I mean, there are some friendly niggas in the U.S. Listen, man, I go to a lot of hoods all over the world, bro. And I've been to a lot of different hoods, even with that nigga Spice. And you know what? Niggas are friendly. They're, you know what I'm saying? It's just that we got a lot of bad, fucking unfriendly motherfuckers, which is more bad than it is friendly. But it really,
we got bad apples spoiling the bunch.
Yeah, that's all it is, because we got some friendly ass niggas in the world, bro. I'm telling you, I've been all over the world. Well, not all over the world. I've been all over the 50 states, and there's actually some cool ass niggas out here. Because you know, when I went to the blood territory, I didn't expect them niggas to be cool with me. I'm dressed in all fucking blue. I'm blew the fuck up. I knew I was going to that area, and I just wanted to see. I just wanted to test that theory, and I tested it. And them niggas was like cool as fuck with me, bro. Because they asked me where I was from. When I was like, yeah, I'm from Gary, Indiana. They're like, damn, you from Gary? Oh man, you cool around here. It's like I'm like, oh, whoa, you niggas know about Gary? But yeah, every gangster know about every gangster place. You know what I'm saying? They know where they can go and where they can't go. So they know it. So they study other gangster places and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess they knew about me, and I was cool, and they treated me with respect. Oh, I was there for 3 days. And so I mean, niggas is friendly.
I'm just saying, man. Go to Puerto Rico. It's part of the U.S. and they love brown people out there, man. And the sad thing about it is that you know what I'm saying. As I'm learning their history, you know what I'm saying. They're a U.S. territory and they pay taxes and everything, but they don't get to vote in the elections and nothing. They don't get to vote in anything doing with America. So, and that's the norm for how they treat brown people. But you know what I'm saying. If you want to go to a haven where they love you, check that place out. I'm getting on Rosetta Stone so I can learn the lingo.
Shit, right?
I'm serious, man. I'm going out there. I want to live out there. You're gonna try hard to do good if you're going somewhere you want to be. But yeah, when I was looking for weed out there, man, I stumbled into the smoke shop and I was like buying my little Small and Wilds, and I was like, it'd be nice if I could find some weed out here. And he was like, oh, I got it right back here. I was like, what you got? Yeah, like bingo.
Oh yeah.
They don't have, you can't buy that at the dispensaries.
I figure whenever you go somewhere, wherever you see black people, as long as they got braids, them niggas know where the fuck the weed is at. I mean, I might be a little racist when I say it, but everywhere I go, like when me and Spice, when we went to Texas, I looked for any nigga that had braids. That nigga definitely knows where the weed is at. And sure enough, when I asked that first nigga with the braids, that nigga knew where the weed was at. I was like, yup.
Any nigga that got their kid with them, that nigga sell weed. Active father. No matter what.
But I also talked to this dude. He was like, I don't know what people expect when they come out here because they got casinos and gambling gambling's legal out there. So he was like, people think this is Las Vegas, but it's not Las Vegas. You can gamble, but you got to really, you got to say what you want, But basically, you can't get tree out the dispensaries unless you got a medical card. But the little smoke shops where you buy your blunts at sell weed. So,
fantastic business idea. It's a fantastic business model.
Yeah.
You sell reps, you might as well sell weed too.
That's exactly what they do.
Because when a nigga want to rap, he mostly likely wants to rap because he smokes weed.
Or he about to look for some.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because so if a nigga smokes weed, then of course, what? Sure. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga smoke weed, most unlikely, he gonna always need raps if he don't just smoke joints straight.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that to say I'm really, I'm really feeling that down there. It's beautiful and black people like black people. For the most part, what I see.
I mean, you know what? You gotta feel good when you find niggas that actually like other niggas. Well, black people like black people is always good.
Because all right, so we stayed for my first day off the cruise ship. I forget, we went to Bridgetown, one of them towns in the Caribbean. The black people didn't like black people. They was talking down to me and they was calling the white people, thank you, sir, and all this, yes, sir. Sorry, James, I'm not trying to, what I'm saying, but
No, he mostly black. He don't give a fuck. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
But you know what I'm saying? The reverse racism was made. And the colonialism I saw out there was mainly too. I went to an island that was half French, half Dutch. And the Dutch side was way more fun, but the French side, it had all the white people out there. And like the real French people.
They're real shitty.
But, you know, it was a great experience. I love the vibe out there. Puerto Rico is going to be my shit. It's going to be y'all shit too if y'all go. I promise you. Every Uber driver I got out there, man, if he wasn't Puerto Rican, he said that he started out as a visitor on vacation and never went home. I swear. These niggas drive crazy, but they don't try to run you over. They let you walk across the street and smile at you when you walking across the street. Motherfucking big ass iguanas everywhere.
That's what's up. They let you cross the street. That's shit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What you gonna do for work, though?
Shit, nigga, I cook barbecue and veterinary stuff. So I'm sure I can find something. They got McDonald's and restaurants and all that stuff out there too. They basically got everything that we got out here for jobs.
I'm looking what I see on TV and shit cloud my thoughts too, right? I imagine so. Like I was watching this dude on YouTube, this called the World's Strongest African or something like that.
Damn, world's strongest guy.
Yeah, and well, I mean that's just the name of the channel. But right now they're talking about some journals and shit. Yeah, that's I thought I was like, oh shit, I want to check it out. So I looked at it as I was just talking about some political shit, and I was like, oh, all right. But because Africa is really booting niggas out of their country right now. People have been trained to think that Africa as a whole doesn't do country. It's all shitty and everything except for places like Egypt and shit like that. With actuality, the whole country the whole continent is amazing. And there's countries that are banding together and booting out all the outside forces.
The French, the colonizers.
All the colonizers are kicking their asses out right now.
The French, the Dutch.
Doing nothing but using us. It's not even. It's real basic. Y'all ain't doing nothing but using us. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because because Africa has all the precious metals. So yeah, all the
precious metals, all the shit.
It's like Ethiopia, Nigeria, and a couple other countries. They're booting them all out, and they let the Chinese in there to fuck because they're taking all their fucking resources, but ain't fucking building up their infrastructure.
Exactly. They're not putting no
money. You get woke.
Or they'll give them money and call it aid while they're taking way more. That's why they kick
taking way more than they give.
Yeah,
that's Democrats.
Because Canada was basically fucking money laundering with their ass through the gold.
Yeah, or the diamonds.
You know. Oh, I've always known about Africa, but now like I'm watching them getting busy out there. And I was like, look at that shit. You know, it's like I said to myself, that's why motherfuckers is being told, you know, Africa telling black folks from America to come over there, come kick it, come live.
Yep.
Because they understand the buying power of a fucking of an African American. We gonna come over there and buy shit. We gonna come there and buy shit. Exactly what's gonna happen. We're gonna come there and start buying shit. Boom. Infrastructure in the whole continent changed. Because niggas went to Uganda, Nairobi, motherfucking the Congo. They went to all the stands. You know what I'm saying? They just went and lived there and shit. I was trying to tell somebody once before, like, dude, all that shit that we be talking about with the fucking Middle East and all that shit, he's like, yeah, it's all Africa, bro. No, it's not to do it. From Egypt all the way down is all. So you don't think that Africa and Egypt and the Middle East is all different shit. It's one fucking continent, bro.
But you know what else though? ISIS and motherfucking Al Qaeda down there starting all those wars. Those are the they're fucking paid by the motherfuckers that Africans is kicking out.
Yeah.
You know, they really paid by France and the colonizers and all that shit, as you would say.
Yeah.
You know,
but the problem is though,
that's the black war. That's the covert war that we don't know about.
But the shitty thing about it though, it's like not like okay, so like in a place like you got like in a place like I can't think of it right now, so I'm just gonna say Ghana right now. A place like Ghana, they'll get aid and it's amongst a group of people that had that you know what I'm saying, that get all and they put everything.
They do what they want.
Right. And places like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and all the other stands and shit where motherfuckers got oil and all that shit like that. It's one nigga who get all the money.
Yeah, they're giving it to the warlords, whoever got the most power and influence.
Yeah. So
who may or may not be giving it to the people like they say it's intended. Like that USAID shit. Have you been looking into any of those stories about USAID? Like the shit that they just the USAID, the stuff that everybody's mad at Trump about. Because he finding, you know what I'm saying, Elon Musk is finding where niggas is stealing money.
Oh yeah.
You know, that shit is hilarious that they get mad because they finding where the motherfucking money is going. Like shit is like going to I think they sent like 16 million to like fucking some communist country to fund a transgender opera.
Yeah.
Shit like that, you
know. Shit, yeah. The new shit, yeah. They've been working, but
or customer service in coffee shops in India, you know.
Yeah. There's I was just watching some other shit, and apparently this has been an initiative that's going on for quite some time, trying to find this money. Where's this shit going? Big ass buildings that are being just open, that are just being funded by the government for no reason.
Yeah, he got like I saw that one. It was like a condemned closed building that had got like fucking $1 billion in fucking aid over like the last 3 or 4 years
for no reason at all. But it's all money. But it's all money laundering. That's what that shit is.
Well, money laundering. Call it what it is. It's niggas stealing.
Yeah.
This motherfucking people in the government stealing is what it is. And I feel like I feel like the people that are most upset about it are upset because they probably, you know what I'm saying, is part of that theft.
It was benefiting them, you know, in one form, fashion or another, you know what I'm saying?
They're getting some type of kickback.
It's like we are a lot of people right now are finding out what it takes to actually wake up and defund things. This is what happens. Ask any drug dealer caught up in the RICO Act.
No, they want you to pay attention to the Diddy stories and the Young Thug stories, so you don't fucking pay attention to fucking these niggas fucking doing 10 times worse is what it is.
Although the Diddy story is very interesting.
Well, it is, but I know, and they know we programmed to be done like that. Though.
Want to watch that shit? No, but we gotta.
You're not gonna fucking watch. You're not gonna watch that shit on TV if you see somebody stealing money out your pocket, actively stealing money out your pocket, though, right?
No, sir. And shit,
so that doesn't change the fact that that's still what they're doing.
And low key, high key, it's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna keep doing it that way. So that's what they want to do. But you guys are getting towards the end of the show. Actually, it is the end of the show. So before we get out of here, Chris, you got any shout outs or anything you want to say to the world, boss?
Man, shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody I love. And I hope we can make this world a better place eventually. And I stand on what I say. I intend to move to Puerto Rico. Shit.
Shit. Come visit you, I guess, somehow. Don't know how.
Absolutely. You don't need a fucking passport, bro. That's part of the U.S., nigga. Everything's cheaper there.
It's a good ID.
Gas is $2 a gallon. You just can't drive out there.
Right. You got any shout outs, bro?
Shout out to y'all as always. Jay, Joe, Chris. Shout out to my friend in the neighborhood, Spider-Man, Pushers, and Marijuana.
Word.
Oh, hold on, man. Any of you guys watch Craven yet?
No.
Oh, that shit's on Netflix. You gotta watch that shit. That shit was dope. I watched that shit on the airplane like 2 times.
For sure. Right on. Do you got anything you want to
Shout out to everybody.
And as far as I'm concerned, shout out to Lex Las Vegas for putting 2NSW on the list for getting Lexi. I don't know if we win it or not. I really don't know. But if you see it come across your feed somehow, make sure you guys go hit that link and vote for 2NSW so we can win. Be nice.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you guys for being on the show and showing your love and support as always. Shout out to us because we're back on the air again tomorrow, 4:20, same bad time, same bad channel-ish. And thank you very much. So, yeah. So, thank you very much, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Captain James Rodera. Did we learn anything today?
Nope. I don't know. You probably did learn something. You had to look political talk.
No one than I already knew. Yeah. So yeah. With that being said,
Respect the way that may save your life.
these are all facts. Thank you.